No One Will Save You, a film that has elicited mixed reactions from critics and is now available for streaming on Hulu, delves into the life of a young woman grappling with the aftermath of past violence. Her struggle with guilt has led her to a life of isolation, but the unexpected arrival of extraterrestrial entities compels her to face both her present and past challenges to survive and move forward. Directed by Brian Duffield, who is more commonly recognized for his screenwriting, No One Will Save You stands out for its distinctive approach, leveraging atmosphere, situation, and minimal dialogue to propel the story. With a runtime of 93 minutes, the film maintains a tight pace, avoiding unnecessary prolongation and delivering a sci-fi thriller drama that has sparked debate among viewers. But before we get into the review, if you enjoy this type of content, click the like button and consider subscribing to help the channel out. Also, hitting the notification bell will alert you when we drop new content. Now, let's get critical. The film begins by introducing Bryn, the protagonist, and her solitary existence on the outskirts of a quaint rural town. As the narrative unfolds, it becomes apparent that Bryn is grappling with the loss of both her best friend Maud and her mother Sarah. To cope with her grief, Bryn constructs a miniature town in her living room. Her seclusion is not entirely of her own choosing, as the townfolks ostracize her. One fateful night, Bryn awakens to find a humanoid alien intruder in her home. She attempts to conceal herself but is eventually discovered, leading to a struggle in which Bryn accidentally kills the alien using a shard from her model town. The following morning, finding her car and all electrical devices malfunctioning, Bryn bicycles into town, encountering signs of alien attacks along the way. However, the townspeople appear oblivious to the night's events. At the police station, Bryn faces hostility from Maud's parents, particularly Maud's embittered mother. Disturbed by the encounter, Bryn decides to leave town and purchase a bus ticket. En route, she's attacked by individuals controlled by alien parasites. Bryn narrowly escapes and returns home to fortify her house. As night falls, a tractor beam retrieves the dead alien from Bryn's home, while two more aliens attempt to subdue her. Bryn dispatches them in a thrilling confrontation, but a third alien forces a parasite into her mouth, inducing a hallucination. In the hallucination, everything seems back to normal, and Bryn apologizes to Maud, before breaking free from the illusion and removing the parasite. She awakens in a field only to be chased by a doppelganger created by the aliens. The doppelganger wounds the original Bryn, but is also mortally wounded in the process. Escaping onto a deserted road, Bryn encounters a colossal alien and is subsequently sucked into a flying craft. During a psychic probing, it is revealed that Bryn accidentally killed Maud during a childhood argument, leading to her isolation and the town's animosity. The aliens, after deliberation, return Bryn unharmed to the deserted road, having freed her from their influence. Bryn rebuilds her home and finds that the other residents, still under parasite control, now treat her kindly. Having overcome her trauma, Bryn is able to lead a normal life. In the sky, numerous flying saucers are seen stretching off into the horizon. The most immediate aspect viewers will notice about this movie is its minimal use of dialogue. Brian Duffield masterfully uses the film's atmosphere and the protagonist's situational challenges to portray feelings of anxiety and isolation, embodying the principle of show don't tell to its fullest. While the scarcity of spoken words in a contemporary film might initially seem startling, it sets No One Will Save You apart. Kaitlyn Dever, virtually the sole presence on screen, delivers a compelling performance within the confines of her character at Bryn's home, where much of the film is set. This minimalistic approach, seemingly indicative of a lower budget, ingeniously allows Dever, under Duffield's direction, there's some alliteration for you, to drive the narrative forward in a daring and unconventional manner. The film delves into deep themes such as guilt and forgiveness, which serve as potent motivators for the character's development. However, the film's narrative somewhat falters in aligning the protagonist's journey towards self-discovery and healing with the unfolding events. While the alien invasion provides an intriguing backdrop for Bryn's internal battles, her eventual inner peace seems disconnected from the realistic consequences that should ensue within her community, especially concerning the parents of Maud. Bryn, now residing among individuals who have been stripped of their humanity and are under alien control, conveniently evades the need to confront a community that harbored animosity towards her, mirroring the model town she was constructing at the movie's outset. The scenario also prevents a reversal from the movie's start, where Bryn initially feels like an outsider within her own community. However, following the invasion, she is embraced with literal open arms into the community now under alien control. The most plausible interpretation of this film's conclusion is that Bryn, having come to terms with herself, mentally transitions into a reality where she is more assured and accepted by everyone around her, suggesting that the final scene symbolizes her newfound self-assurance rather than a literal event. I often seek out films that diverge from the mainstream, ones that offer unique artistic touches. No One Will Save You might be dismissed as a frivolous film by those expecting a conventional alien invasion thriller. Indeed, the alien invasion serves more as a backdrop to the deeper themes that Duffield aims to explore through the narrative. It's understandable for viewers to feel misled by promotional material that hints at a suspenseful, alien-centric spectacle. Yet, once I adjusted my expectations and recognized that the film was less about extraterrestrial threats and more focused on Bryn's personal journey, I began to appreciate its artistic merits. The movie draws parallels with the works of Samuel Beckett, the Irish novelist known for his exploration of themes such as waiting, companionship, and suffering. But despite these creative ambitions, I couldn't help but feel deprived of the intense alien invasion experience I was initially promised. That said, I'm giving No One Will Save You 3 out of 5 stars.